All right, so graphs of sine and cosine. Whoa. So I'm going to set up a graph here.
Okay.
Yes. All right, so in either direction, I'm going to go out 2 pi. I'm going to skip in increments of 2 just so you can actually see. So this is going to be pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. And do the same thing. And then I'm going to go from -1 to 1. So the first one that I'm going to do is y is equal to the sine of x. I'll let y'all set it up and then I'll do it.
Oh my gosh, how did I make this graph perfectly? Oh, no.
Human the water?
Not old enough.
Doesn't mean, I mean.
It's fair. There's more flakes now.
No, it's not even gonna stick though.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. I want no school.
Me too.
I don't care about no school. I just want snow. Close to the ground.
Ew.
Yeah.
I actually
Really
really
good
hate snow.
Because then I can theorize
I guess
people's
people can have
snowballs.
opinions.
I like.
Well, when you live in Chicago for 4 years and like go through the polar vortex, like I feel like you just like naturally like hate the snow.
Yeah. Makes sense.
No, I
You
just
probably
feel
don't
like
even get
there's
snow
no
days
point.
there.
I just feel like there's no point in it being really cold if it's not really snow.
I agree.
Yeah. We need to benefit from this.
But like honestly, even if it snowed in Chicago, you don't get any snow days. That just doesn't
Because
exist.
you're used to it.
I guess so. That was the, like
In Louisiana, if it was doing this, they probably wouldn't have school.
Seriously.
It's like, yeah, it's that
I
that
don't
rare. Not maybe not really, but
holiday.
if there's like a slight dusting, they pretty much don't go to school. Because it's maybe once a year, if that.
Oh, that was a big like.
it snowed in Miami in, like during Christmas when I was there.
All right, so the sine of 0 is what?
Oh.
Off your unit circle. Sine of 0 is equal to what?
Wait, let me think. It's 0.
Okay. So you put a point there. Okay, I'm showing you how to do this if you forget. So like if you don't memorize them or you're like, I don't know, I'm showing you how to find it. Sine of pi over 2 is?
One half. Wait, that's wrong. I meant
1.
Where's my unit circle?
Sine of pi?
0.
0. Sine of 3 pi over 2?
-1.
Yeah.
Sine of 2 pi?
0.
Okay. And then it just works its way the same way backwards. So minus pi over 2, -1. Minus pi is 0. Minus 3 pi over 2 is 1. Minus 2 pi is 0.
You know, I've never actually known how to solve.
Yeah, I've just always gotten it wrong.
I just memorized it.
Notice it's rounded, not pointed. Also.
Pointed is wrong.
So just as kind of a, you don't need to necessarily know this, but just more of a fun fact for you. Okay, from the section that we did, we talked about amplitude, which is the height of it. So from here to here, this is an amplitude of 1. And then the period, which is 2 pi over the absolute value of b, is just 2 pi, because it's 2 pi over 1. So from here to here is your period of 2 pi. So it just changes based off of whatever your period is, you set that, and then whatever your amplitude, and then you would just still plot the points the same way. But your period is divided up into 4 pieces. That's how you graph it. And same thing for cosine. We're going to graph cosine, and I'm not going to write all the extra stuff. But all right, I'm going to set up cosine down here, same way. Graph will look the same.
They're just having fun.
They're just living their best lives. Honestly, I agree. He said we should be living
I agree.
Alright, so who are we sending this to?
You.
Oh.
You're
Go in
the
there and
person
scare them, be
scares-
like, y'all are being too loud. You're distracting.
Bro, no, Christian will just stand there and scare
You
Brooke
could like,
out
use
of
his pad and stand behind them or something.
that word.
I already have a list of people I've seen just standing around doing nothing.
Brooke's on there twice.
Yep, twice. Okay, one time I said hi, and you screamed.
Oh my gosh.
So now I'm gonna
Did you hear what Miss Greer did to Brooke and I the other night?
Wow.
I was gonna drive her to her car after the game because I had parked really close, and so we both got in the car to like drive down to like the other end of the parking lot, and Miss Greer came up and like slammed her hands and face like against like Brooke's window, and so Brooke screamed, and then I screamed really, really loud. Because we almost got abducted one night when we were here, so like.
Lorelai got followed home after the Hampton Christian game. They
Yeah,
followed her to her house.
We got followed
What?
here, and then they kept driving around the parking lot, left, went down Oyster Point, and came back. And so she and I just left, and her parents came and got her car, and I took her home.
Yeah, she said they followed her to her house, and then she had to get her dad to come out, and then they sped away. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, so green.
Yeah, so anyway, so that's why I was like, I was going to like drive her down because she was like the only car down there. And yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I like every car that I see that looks like the one that was like following us that day. I like literally am like, no. Mm-mm. I like look and see if it's the same person. Like I still remember like every detail of like what the person looked like. I'm like, mm-mm.
I wasn't paying attention if anybody was following me. I don't think so. I hope not.
I am always so paranoid. If somebody's even like behind me, like I'll just like take a different way home.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay.
Well, at least you're cautious.
Except for the one time I wasn't exactly paying attention. I know that that person got behind me like after I left the mall.
Oh.
Like after I left the parking lot of the mall.
Oh, lovely.
And then they pulled into school behind me, and I thought, okay, could still be a parent, because basketball practice was going on, and I was like, okay, could still be a parent, and then it was not a parent.
Yeah, there was like a human trafficking ring at Patrick Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Last year.
I was like also paranoid that they put one of those like Apple tags on my car,
Yeah.
or even on hers, because when her parents came to pick up her car, the person was parked door to door with her car.
No.
Yeah, like thought that we were gonna come back, and I was like, nope, we're not. I'm done.
That is so scary.
So yeah, so like when y'all get back after games, like if you're like getting in your car, like just please be careful. Like walk out together. Like it's.
Okay.
I'm like, we need security cameras out there because this is dangerous.
Yeah,
Like,
that's terrifying.
And I also thought at first, like, oh, maybe it's an unmarked police car. It was not, because it was like a white Dodge Charger. And I was like, anyways, I was freaking out. It was fine. It was fine.
Police cars.
We were alive, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take everything.
Too many people, like, even during volleyball season, some people were approached by somebody in the parking lot. So I'm like, no, like, somebody, like, walked up toward them, like, and they, like, ran to their cars and, like, all got in, like, zoomed out really fast.
Everybody should just take jujitsu lessons.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Not
so
jujitsu, the.
just
Yeah.
always be alert.
Not jujitsu.
My plug for that.
I agree.
That's in the video now.
Yeah, be alert.
Always be alert.
A live alert awakens.
All right. Cosine of 0.
Oh, 1.
1. Cosine of pi over 2.
0.
Cosine of pi.
-1.
Cosine of 3 pi over 2.
0.
Cosine of 2 pi.
1.
And then it works the same way backwards. 0, -1, 0, 1.
Crazy.